No way! I can't believe this!
Well, look who it is, Nerd One and Bear.
He must say yes. Make him say yes.
No way! I can't believe this!
He must say yes. Make him say yes.
Hello.
Hello.
A good animal.
Good morning
Welcome
to
to the-
everybody.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. It's Friday morning.
Is it? Oh shit, son.
Friday morning.
Where did the week go?
Very proud of all of you for making it.
For making the week.
Where did the week go? I don't know.
Oh.
Into my pants.
Why?
Your problem with that?
Yeah. You stuffed a whole week into your pants.
I did. You'd be surprised what I can fit down there. Oh wow, that's
No!
okay, end the stream. We're going, we're leaving. We're done. I'm quitting YouTube. Oh no. I'm never gonna live this down. This is it for me.
Swift is innuendo?
This is it for me. I'm done. It's over.
I can't believe you didn't filter that.
I didn't think about what it meant until afterwards, and then I was like, oh no. That was not what I meant.
Everybody's just sort of like, I missed it. What
I
happened?
meant in my trousers. I'm so happy you guys missed it. Don't go back.
No.
Don't go back.
This is a bad
It's cursed.
timeline.
I've put us all onto a bad timeline now. I'm sorry. Just when you thought 2020 was going to start getting better.
Oh, man.
Well, I mean, on the bright side, I've ensured that the stream can't go downhill any more than it already has. So it's all up from here, guys. It's gotta get better, right?
Can you just stop using the word up?
I'll try.
Thanks.
For you. Well, here we are. Friday morning. Still alive. Day is dawning. Eating chives. How are you doing, Mike? Did you sleep okay?
Yeah, for the most part. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you? Did you manage to get... I snore, everyone, and
And
Buffy hates it,
scream.
apparently. I don't... You probably can't even... At the exact moment I said that, Buffy was like... So I slept on the couch yesterday.
Sorry, dude.
That was cool. It
Was
reminds
it
me...
cool? I don't know if it was.
It reminds me of the sofa bed that I used to have. Then that I used to sleep on, and I wouldn't fold it out into a sofa bed. Can I share your screen?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Do it, you count.
Full stream wide. Share. Well, you share it with NDI as well then.
Oh, good idea. That's such a good idea, Mike. You're
And-
so smart.
I used to not like fold it out into the full double bed that it could do. I used to keep it as the chair version of itself, because then I could rest my back against something solid, and it felt like I wasn't sleeping alone.
Oh, that's so sad.
It was nice though.
Yeah.
I liked it. It would angle down like a V, but like it was just really cozy.
Yeah. That sounds nice. I used to have a sofa bed that folded out as well. And it was something where I kind of vowed to myself that I would put it away every morning. But let's be honest, that lasted like 3 days. And then I was like, I'm just leaving it as a bed. Like, it's not like I come in here and sit on the couch at any point anyway.
Hello, my insane.
Hello.
Yeah. I mean, we took that sofa bed thing over to Ireland with us, and eventually it was like, I think we used the mattress for a good while. We like put the mattress on top of the other mattresses. Had like 3 mattress high bed.
Yeah. We were like the princess and the pea.
We were just trying to like store the mattresses that we had.
We're like, where can we put these? We'll just put them underneath the other mattress.
because we turned one of the bedrooms into a studio office space. It was a 2-bed apartment, so we had to get the landlord and his son.
Landlord and his son.
Who was like 3 or 4 years old, to disassemble it and take away the frame, and then eventually come back.
Our landlord was super nice for that apartment.
Yeah. We never... Well, our landlord was the wife of the person who came.
Well,
We
the
never
person who
met her.
came was super nice. We
Yeah.
never met the lady.
Yeah. We asked them if we could get a cat, and they were like, "I'm really sorry. No, you with the management company that manages the whole apartment block and everything, they don't allow pets." And we're like, "We see dogs around
Yeah, we're like,
here."
we see cats and dogs all the time around here. We didn't say that to them though, to annoy us.
And
We're
then,
just
like-
okay.
And then when we met them at the end, when they were giving us their deposit back, they were just sort of like, "So, did you ever get a cat?" And we were like,
You said no.
"No, you told us we couldn't." And then he was like, "Oh, we thought you would do it anyway." We're like,
Well, you could have said that. You could have put a winky face or
"A
something
winky
in,
face."
in the text.
In
So
your
you could have
text.
been like, the management company winky face say that you can't winky face have a cat winky face cat emoji.
We're not going to allow it, but we're not going to forbid it. Or
If you do
something.
it, we don't know anything about it.
Do you think he saw us cat?
Good joke.
Yeah. What was I talking about?
Yeah, a 3-year-old disassembling a bed. That toddler was a good handyman.
So
You gotta tell the story about the knife.
that's it. That's the story. The dad handed his like 3-4-year-old a really sharp knife, to play with.
I don't
And I
think it
was
was
like-
to play with. Wasn't he like, help me open this box?
Yeah, well, I think he was like getting him to help him cut open stuff. But when I think he was fitting a blind, but when he turned to put like the blind up and stuff, the kid still had the knife, and I was like paralyzed with fear in the middle of the room, just staring at this boy, just like, please.
He starts coming towards you with it.
I wasn't afraid for myself. I was just like,
I pick
okay.
up a knife so we're on even ground.
I-
And if he attacks me, I have something to defend myself with.
It was like
Pablo, no.
experiencing. Oh no.
Pablo, don't know.
It was like experiencing. Is the stream paused? Stream shouldn't be paused. I think we're just not doing very much.
Yeah, we're not doing anything. Well, I'm inking. You know, as you do. And these on
Wait,
these Friday mornings.
Did you guys just freeze, or is my connection? Are we? Check it.
check it out.
Like a Polaroid picture. Well, I mean, it says we're live. It says no drop frames. It says everything we need to be doing.
What's it all about?
You can see India moving. Yeah.
Oh, guess what's out today?
Rabbits thing.
Yes, that boy needs therapy. It's out today.
Yeah.
Whoa!
What
I'm
time
so
at, though?
excited. I don't know. Probably American time?
Look, I'll pretend I'm working by playing the clip. Yeah.
Why don't you actually work?
Okay.
You big old slacker. Huh? Huh?
Sure.
Get that bread.
Get that bread.
Isn't that what people say when they're like, bring the money home?
Yeah, but it sort of depends on doing whatever you're doing, like gives money.
Yeah, that was a joke.
Was it? Okay, I did.
I was saying that when there's no money to be earned here.
And you look.
Oh no! He retreat into himself. The cat does melt. Cats do melt though.
They do.
You ever seen them go all boneless and slump over something?
They're like water.
They are. What we're working on, I've got this, I've been doing a mock trailer for a fighting game. And I've got to the point where I can probably ink stuff. Mike and I had a discussion the other day where we were like, rather than me redoing the camera and then sending the camera move to Mike, and then Mike in After Effects making that match with the background, what it might be better to do is for Mike to send me the background pieces, for me to reset those up in Parallax, and then I can adjust the camera at any point and the background will just be set up in Toon Boom. So it will allow us to be a bit more flexible. So I think that's the plan right now. So rather than Mike setting up the background stuff, he's going to send pieces to me and I'll set them up.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Head banging cat. Yeah. I'm doing parts for like if you get hit while you're jousting. Like this one's he's just got hit from behind.
I'll make sure I'm getting the shape right. Cats Don't Dance. That's a great movie. Big and loud. And that's a great song with awesome animation.
Oh yeah. It's a good character driven song.
You just watched that movie not too long ago. We were thinking maybe around Christmas we should all get together and watch the Bee Movie. Well, I was thinking that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thought that might be fun though.
I can't believe you haven't seen the Bee Movie.
Have you?
Yeah.
Huh.
Several times.
Oh my gosh, really? How come? Why more than once?
I don't know, man.
I'm assuming that it's not that great a movie.
It's not like badly made, it's just weird and existential.
Yeah. Is it a movie that you hold affection for? I haven't seen it. No, I haven't. I only know the memes. I only know of it through memes. I've never actually seen it though. Yeah, I was going to say something Christmassy. What's more Christmassy than bees? What's more Christmassy than that man whose name I've forgotten who's in it? You don't know what you'd get if it was a drinking game. You know, that's fair. Are you singing in the dark of the night? Do, 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 do.
I wasn't.
La 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 la. It goes really well into that song from Les Miserables.
Alan Alice, I did see that. It looked really cool. The Framemakers game on Steam.
Ooh.
Alan Alice sent it through, but it like I think they're going to offer tools to create your own like fighters in it.
What's this now? Excuse me.
It's a game that's being developed for Steam where you can. It's like Smash Brothers effectively, but they're making their own Smash Brothers engine and giving like level editing and I think character editing tools with it.
And can you play against one another?
Yeah, I think so.
So you can make your own fighter and then play against others.
Yeah.
Oh!
You wanna?
I want it. Oh.
There's two things that I'd like to do with that.
Oh.
One,
You do your own animations. Is it like a frame by frame thing or is it just like...
Yeah, I think so.
Oh. Sorry. Go on.
So you could put in the things you do for Mikey.
Oh.
And you could make Rise of the TMNT with it, maybe.
Oh no.
Maybe.
Oh.
Or we could make sprites of ourselves.
However.
And I could fight you.
Say yes. Make him say yes.
Midgeon she would destroy.
What would you do with it?
What would I do with it?
Yeah, what are you reacting with?
Sonic, Bulbasaur.
You can fight as Bulbasaur in Smash. Well, Ivysaur.
Yeah, but I'd want to make my own moveset and shit.
Oh, okay.
Skies of Arcadia, Jet Set Radio. Like, maybe even some OCs.
Some OCs. Cool. Yeah. Thank you for the follow. You'll be able to hear the audio. We can't. My audio is it just doesn't work today for some reason.
What happened?
I went to sleep and I woke up. That's what happened. Kralish, thank you for the follow.
Yeah, you would be scared. See, you can't put me in there. I would just defeat everyone. So So there's no point.
Sure.
Yeah, no point.
Whatever.
Whatever yourself, my friend. Oh, we could do something where you make your fighter and I make my fighter, and then we fight.
Yeah.
That's really exciting. I love fighting games. Is that a Kickstarter thing?
Let's
Do we
see.
need to give money to them?
I think from what I read, they are gonna be in early access, but I don't know how soon in early access they are, because I don't think I can.
We could make Dan and Aaron.
Yeah, well, you could.
Or the video game boy and Mr. Business.
So Framemakers is the ultimate customizable flat platform fighting game featuring a cast of some of indie gaming's biggest icons.
I don't give a shit.
Duke it out with up to 4 players and call in assists to help out in the heat of battle. Create and play custom characters,
Yeah.
stages, modes, and more for infinite fun. I mean, I don't think you can get it yet.
No, but I want to know how to get it when the time comes.
The planned release date, I think, for the early access is early 2022.
Oh,
I know.
That's so far in the future.
That's so we could probably make our own fighting.
Well, I
custom
forget
game.
about it by then.
You might forget about it by then.
I would make a lizard. And it would just be a lizard.
Are you just telling me what you would have made because now you're sad?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it won't be sad.
I would make lots of random ones, like I would make a balloon. It'd be so good. I would make Agent 47. And he could be anything.
You can be anything you want to be.
I wishlisted so don't forget. Yeah, we should wishlist it to make sure that we don't forget.
I never forget.
Where will we even be in 2022? That's so far in the future. That time will never exist. We'll be dead by then. We might be dead by then. Knows, something might happen. I might die of not having a fighting game.
You're not gonna die because you don't have a fighting game.
Oh, it says you. You don't know how passionately I feel about fighting games.
Yeah, I do.
For someone who feels very passionately about fighting games, I'm not very good at them.
You never play them, that's why.
Yeah, that is why. Practice is what I need.
Who'd have thunk it?
Fighting games is interesting though in the way that it's a kind of game where there are 2 levels and they're very far away from one another. It's a little bit like animation in that way. Like, you know the feeling of distance and gap you have between learning to ball bounce and walk cycle at school and university, and then seeing like the trailer for Hades and being like, okay, but how do I get from this to that?
The crevasse.
Because there's nothing for the in-between stage at all.
Well, that's because people are like, where's the bridge? And you're like, you have to crawl through the chasm
You have to
of
walk there.
death.
There's no bridge. You have to walk down one side and up the other. You have to climb there yourself.
I get you.
But it's like that with fighting games. You know, there is fighting against your friends and family and beating them. And then there's like fighting against other people who are into fighting games. And that's like such an intense, like a more intense level of competency than fighting against friends. And the gap between the two is huge.
It depends on your friends.
I guess so. But you know,
I
like
get what you're saying.
you'll play against your pals and be like, oh, I'm pretty good. And then
Casuals.
and then you'll play against anyone else who's like into it.
Yeah.
And suddenly they're talking about like frame data and why the character you've chosen like isn't the best choice and such. And you're like, oh wait, this is a whole... To dig into this, I would need to dedicate a whole lot of time and so much more effort than I thought just to like have a chance to fight against these people.
Yeah.
Like, I guess I need to get a fight stick, I need to get the right fight stick, and then I need to customize the fight stick in such a way as to make certain moves easier. And then I need to practice with a fight stick against people every day for the next 3 years and keep up to date on forums and like new tier lists, and then maybe I'll have a chance of playing against them in any kind of competitive way.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, Verti, Pokken looks so fun. I might check that out. I'd love to get into Pokken. Pokken looks really fun. I think Pokken was a really cool idea, and I'm sad they didn't do more with it. I was hoping they'd continue to release DLC fighters for it. Because they have so many Pokemon to choose from.
So many fighting styles.
Yeah, like it. Why stop at just what they released? I guess because the Pokken didn't do as well as they were hoping it would.
Maybe. Or just like devs move on and want to do other stuff, you know?
I guess, but it's not like it's an indie project where the devs are like, I don't fancy this one, I'm going to do something else. It's like, you know, a game that was funded by Pokemon, so if Pokemon are like, we want you to keep developing for it,
Yeah, I guess.
then the company is going to have to keep doing that. Or a company is going to be found to do that. Yeah, Verti, do that. Do that.
Do.
Do-do-do-do.
He said, what?
Palbro says, why are we humans such tryhards? Well, thanks to tryhards, our standard of quality of living has improved greatly. That's true. It's good to be a tryhard. There ain't nothing wrong with trying hard at something. As long as you're doing it like for the good reasons. Thank you, Verti. Yeah, £40 is a lot, actually.
£40?
Yeah. Considering the roster isn't that big as well.
Is that how much? What is?
Pokken.
Oh, Pokken.
Like,
Right, yeah.
you look at Smash and, like, you start the game with, like, 30 fighters or something.
No, you don't.
How many do you start it with?
Like 8, but you unlock them by playing.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. What is the roster as unlocked without any DLC?
I don't know, man.
It's like 30, right?
I don't know.
Okay, well, either way, you have a game with, like, 30 characters built in. And then Pokken has, like, what, 10, 12? Palbro says 70-something. You know? And it's like, it's Pokemon! You could have so many!
I think, okay, so I've been playing Smash, right? And, like, it stopped unlocking characters for me. And I haven't unlocked characters I'm pretty sure I could probably get because I fought them and lost against the unlock thing. How do I get them?
I mean, you have to fight and win against the unlock thing. I think that's the key.
I'm not being challenged by a new character in forever.
Maybe they gave up on you.
I'm
joking.
Is it because I'm playing online?
Maybe you need to be in certain other modes for it to happen. There's a section for re-challenging. Oh, really?
What? Alright, okay. There's an option to challenge them.
What? That changes the game completely.
Go into the classic mode screen or something and click champions icon. Have I just been fucking stupid?
You dumbass. It's in the menus, okay. But I'm glad you asked, though.
I mean, why haven't they popped up again then?
I guess it's just a chance thing, isn't it? And you've been getting like bad rolls of the dice. I'm assuming it's like a chance percentile that increases every time it doesn't happen. Or it could just be a straight chance percentile.
What I don't understand is like why it just stopped giving me those challenger things.
Well, it could just be like, in terms of percentiles and stuff, think about rolling a dice and being like, if this lands on a 3, you'll get challenged. Like, it's unlikely that it happens, but it could be that you roll like 20 times and don't get a 3.
Yeah, India. I've fought 3,000 battles. I'm pretty sure it would have come up again if I was doing the right mode.
Within those 3,000, because 3,000 battles fighting those would take you like months and months and months.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Smash.
Yeah, but you're saying that it's literally been 3,000 battles and no one's popped up.
Yeah.
That's a bit. That's odd.
Like, I unlocked all the characters I have now, like when I started
before
playing.
You started doing the 3,000 battles.
Well, not before I started doing the 3,000
well, that's
battles,
what I mean,
but
it hasn't been literally 3,000.
In the first like 100, I unlocked all the ones that I've got probably.
I don't know, dude. And with the ones you unlocked in the online fight versus.
I don't know if I ever did there. I think I'd already it had already stopped challenging me by the time I switched over to doing online.
Because maybe it's just like online doesn't.
Probably so. I've not done the World of Light single player mode. No. To be honest, that was kind of dull. What? It was.
I'm only joking. It's not like I've played it. How would I even know? You guys, I'm so excited about doing some indie projects and such over the next little bit of time.
Also, I couldn't fight as Toon Link in the World of Light thing, so I was like, nah.
Screw that.
I just love Toon Link.
He's your main.
Yeah, I don't like playing as any other character.
Your second favorite character is probably
Link.
Yeah, Link, right?
Yeah, probably.
Link's awesome, dude.
Toon Link is the best. Although I fought against a young Link, and their combo timing of doing a fire arrow, lifting you up, then running and jump kicking you and jump kicking you and jump kicking you was just like, oh,
that's good. Is that what you were thinking? You were like, oh, it's a strategy that I could.
I was like, this is really impressive comboing, and also fuck you. I think that was an experience where I probably had won enough matches that I kind of went up into another, because you get a thing called GSP or something.
Oh yeah, gotcha. You tiered up.
I tiered up and I was like, what?
And then yeah, the first shock of the cold water being in a new tier, and you're like, ah!
I got smashed, yeah, pretty much.
But you still stayed in that tier, right? It doesn't put you down immediately if you lose. Because that seems kind of harsh.
Your ranking goes down if you lose, goes up if you win.
Bertie says I was very disillusioned with World of Light. They made super cool cinematics that suggested a story and then just became a challenge game. You know, yeah, agreed, I think. I really liked, in the previous game, I really liked the story mode.
Yeah.
That was really fun. Just it lining up a bunch of matches for you and giving you little story cutscenes in between. And having you unlock characters throughout it. That was really fun. Mike and I played through that together. World of Light, it really does feel like it's just pretending to be a story mode, but it's not really. Tiramisu, I'm excited too. There's too many guys. The problem right now is deciding what to do. I really want to do Skies of Arcadia reanimated. I also really want to do something with Sonic's 30th birthday. I was going to see if maybe Grog would be up for helping me organise something. It's his 30th birthday next year.
What, Grog's 30th birthday? I'm kidding.
You know whose 30th birthday, Mike.
Yeah, I know.
You know who.
I know. How could I not know?
How could you not know? We also want to do like a Legend of Zelda animation. So much stuff. So much stuff, and all of it is going to take so long because it's animation.
Yeah. That is why you need to develop the
Increm, why are you shouting the Skies of Arcadia increase attack power spell at me?
Did the Grumps play it? Probably not.
I wish. I would love to see that. Oh, what kind of online class are you?
She's screaming it at us because we did it.
That's awesome.
That's what I'm remembering.
I'd forgotten. Was that? Oh my gosh, yeah, because Nick was watching us play it and he was like, "Use Increm," and we were like, "I'm sure using Increm won't do anything," and then we used it and it made our attack like 3 times more powerful. And from then on, we were just like, "Increm!" every time we fought anything. Oh man, I love that game.
I'm really sad that we lost. So that was back when we first switched to Twitch and I forgot to download.
It wasn't just Mike.
Well, we forgot to back up and download the early episodes. I think we missed like
It was
episode
episode
2.
2. Yeah.
We had 3 onwards, but we missed 2.
Which was a shame because I was really looking forward to. I was going to put them on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And I think 2 was one of the good ones as well. 2 was when Beliza came in. But yeah, we missed for the window to download it, so we lost it.
Did we lose Increm?
I don't know, we might have.
No.
But it was a shame. It was a shame because without 2, we can't really put up 3 onwards.
Yeah.
Because there's really no way to follow what's been happening.
We could replay that part of the game and pretend.
Oh god, oh my gosh, I'd forgotten about that. Oh, yeah, we were making a joke about how you could use magic like outside of battle.
Well, it's magic cannon.
Yeah. He's polishing his magic cannon in the cabin. He just over inside the door. Increm! Oh, I'd forgotten completely. Oh, good times. I'm looking forward to finishing that with you though. We will go back to that at some point. I am not done forcing Mike to play Skies of Arcadia. Not by a long shot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Bertie says I'm seeing my boards getting keyed and tweened on Jade and Nuzlocke and it's looking so good. That's so cool, dude. Oh, I can't wait to see it. It's a weird feeling. Like, I'm assuming you've had that before though because of working with I hate my brain sometimes.
Something else, YT.
That's it. I knew it ended in YT and I couldn't remember the first bit. Yeah, I'm assuming you've seen that process before because of something else YT. Working with them. But it is weirdly like magical to do boards. And then to just see them start to get animated by other people. It's really bizarre. It's... you feel like you should be doing something, but then there's not. You can't. And then people are making it look amazing and you're like, wow, what? What?
Making this cat get smacked around.
Like, the boards that I've been working on over the last couple of months, like, I'm seeing drawings for the keys come back from designers. And every time I do, it's like this huge rush of, oh my gosh, that looks incredible. You made it. Oh my gosh, it's happening. It's real. What? How is this? It's so cool. It's the best feeling.
Do you think Ah, my chair. Ah.
So squeaky.
Yeah. I think I need a new one. Anyway, do you think it's because there's a disconnect there where you're only part of the process, and so like seeing the rest of it kind of like spawn from that? Like you don't have to be a part of the labor of making it, so it feels more magical.
Yeah, because it feels like you blink and it's like just the stuff that's been done, you know. And it is kind of bizarre for it just to like appear, and also to see like other people working on based on your stuff is like such. It's weird to say, like it feels like such an honor to see these artists like making your work look good. Just like like it's a really hard to explain feeling, you know. I guess it must kind of be like if you write a tutorial for something and then you see people making really cool stuff using that tutorial.
Yeah.
And you're just like, wow, I did something and now people are making amazing stuff with it.
Yeah.
Kind of magical. Bertie says, yeah, it's also very bizarre that I'm boarding a Nuzlocke and getting paid for it. After starting my online presence, making one for fun as a teen. My co-workers are adding fancy effects to my anim to my shit, and it's so wild. It's wild! See my visual choices and gags get done all clean and proper. Yeah, it's... Wow. What a feeling, right? It's, I think when you're boarding yourself, just like you're sat and doing the work, you can forget that it's gonna be a real thing. And then you kind of seeing other people working on it is kind of like a splash in the face of, wow, this is actually happening. This is gonna come out. People are working on this. It's amazing. Wait, what do you mean you're sad boards? No! Don't tear us apart with the angst.
Yeah, it's a Nuzlocke.
I know, but I was expecting it to be like a very funny Nuzlocke.
Nuzlocks are never funny.
I mean, Griffin McElroy's Nuzlocke was pretty funny.
Yeah, but did he care about his Pokemon?
Yeah, R.I.P. Miss Birdman. You'll never be forgotten.
Attorney at law.
Huh? Sorry?
Miss Birdman, attorney at law. It was just a bad.
You should check out that Nuzlocke of Griffin's. It's a good one to watch because it's straight goofing.
Unlike ours where I'm just grumbling.
And it's Griffin as well, you know. And you know he funny. You know he funny.
Hey there, look.
Boy.
Is that him getting hit?
Yeah.
Wow. Cool. Do 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 do. Pokemon Sword had you grumbling too, pal bro. Is that so? Especially the character interactions in the story. We were just really annoyed that it felt like on a Pokemon adventure you feel like you want to just kind of be pulled back and then let go. Like one of those wheelie toys that shoots across the floor where you pull it back and then you let go and it just drives off. But I felt like we were constantly being hampered by the narrative trying to handhold us through everything.
Yeah.
It never felt like we were free to just run off and have our adventure. Like we were constantly being waylaid by this story. If that's what you mean, I totally get it.
Don't say that, Birdie. Now I'm interested. I
might just continue it myself, I guess.
Yeah, you should. but there's so many games.
There are so many games. Yeah, being handled a Pokemon. Oh no, it never used to be that way, you know? With the first Pokemon games, they really would just be like, hey child, have a Pokemon, bye! And they just send you into the wilderness. But that was what I think captured everyone's imagination about it so much. Was that it very much felt like your adventure. And it doesn't really feel like your adventure in the latest games. Because they're pushing so many characters on you all the time.
I think Pokemon suffers a big part from a big aspect of tell don't show, and they're constantly telling you about the things that they're showing you, and it's like, you don't need to explain that to me. You can just have me stumble upon it, and then I'm like, oh cool, I wonder what that is. I'm gonna go ask people about that, or like I'm gonna make the active choice to pursue that. Yeah, but when it's like, oh, follow the fucking polygon thing up the hill, and then you do, and then you get up there, and it's like, oh, do you see that thing up there? And I'm like, yeah, because you just gave me like a whole cutscene. Okay, you're gonna tell me about the thing on the hill. Great.
It feels very much like you get to run for 5 seconds and then you run into another cutscene. What they should have done there is they should have gone the same way they went with Legend of Zelda with Pokemon. Because the two games are very similar in that they both rely on the feeling of discovery and exploration.
Yeah, we got raided, so thanks. Hello, Porky, how you doing?
Porky! Hey! How's it going? We're talking about Pokemon. We're talking about the latest Pokemon games. But yeah, the first couple of Pokemon games, Pokemon Red and Blue, the appeal was like very firmly rooted in exploration and discovering stuff yourself. Very much like it was in Legend of Zelda. Those two games are very similar. Like in both, you're this kid going off and discovering this world. And Legend of Zelda ran with that exploration aspect. And Pokemon lent more into the narrative aspect. Like, imagine playing a Legend of Zelda game where the entire game was you running from cutscene to cutscene and people telling you what to do.
I would hate it.
Rather than you getting to explore and discover stuff yourself.
Well, they had there was a big aspect of Skyward Sword in the early part of the game, which was just like, just let me
go.
Let me go, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine a Pokemon game like Breath of the Wild. Like, that's the direction they should have gone with it.
Yeah.
Rather than sticking to the narrative, they should have like created these narratives but had them so that you approach them first rather than you are swept into them involuntarily.
Yeah. Like, I don't need a character to be like, I'm your rival, I'm your rival, I'm your rival, I'm your rival. I'm like,
I'll
dude,
decide if you're my rival.
You ain't my fucking rival. I beat you every time, easily.
You know how you establish a rival? You just have a character that beats you.
Yeah!
And then, as a player, you don't need your character to say it. As a player, you're like,
I'm gonna fucking beat them.
That's my nemesis.
Yeah.
I will destroy them.
You can't set up a narrative rival that is incapable of beating you. And that the game depends on you beating them. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you can. But I just don't think it's as strong, you know?
It's just lame, because you just feel sorry for him.
Well, I think it's meant to be endearing and they're meant to be your friend, which is nice. But the thing is, the game just telling me over and over they're my friend, and them telling me over and over they're my friend.
It's too nice.
I'd rather just decide that they're my friend because I like the character than have the game try to force me to be friends with them.
Yeah, the rivalry should be optional, although it's probably part of a bigger narrative scheme, but it's boring.
I think it just feels like it doesn't give you... The game doesn't trust you to make your own decisions. And so it tells you what every decision you make is instead of letting you make it.
Yeah. I think everyone has sort of been imagining a Breath of the Wild-esque Pokemon game for like 20 years.
Yeah.
And people have tried to make it, and Nintendo have been like,
It's interesting though, because they've done such a good job with Legend of Zelda and preserving what's good about that, but they haven't really done that with Pokemon, I don't feel. Yeah, Verti, I don't know about Soul Silver, but I played the original Silver, and that's one of my favourite Pokemon games. Like, I think Silver and Gold were max hype for Pokemon.
For you personally?
Yeah, I think that was when my Pokemon hype was at the strongest. And I think those are the sequels that did the best job.
I mean, I only got Pokemon X because you were excited about it, and I was like, I want to play a Pokemon game with you. Let's do it. And that was the generation that came out when we first got together.
Yeah, I really love Pokemon though. I love it for the potential. You know, that's why it's sad. I keep hoping that it's going to do the thing and do exploration, and it never really does anymore. Like, I love it for what it was rather than what it's become. I still really like the creatures and I really like the premise, but the game itself, it doesn't have the best gameplay for me.
I'd wait 7 years for a Pokemon Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, right?
I think that a big thing about it is that they keep adding more Pokemon in order to create more hype and variety and like things, but I think that's partially because it's built on such an outdated model that they're trying to add new things, whereas you could take the original 150 and just go nuts with that. I wouldn't mind that.
No, I think people would be really hyped if they did the original 150, honestly. I really think
I think you get two camps. I think you'd be like, I want all of the ones you've already done before, and you'll have another camp that's like, yes, give me something that's interesting to play.
No, I think people would, pretty universally, I think people would be hyped about it, especially if they were like, we're going to add batches of new Pokemon to it in DLC as we go. We're not going to be able to put all of the Pokemon in it, but we'll, you know, we'll do batches.
I just want a Pokemon game that lives up to the thing you see in the cartoon show. I just want that, man.
I only remember the original series.
I just want something that, like, because they give you do
you mean battle wise?
Yeah.
Right, okay, you're talking about the battle mechanics now. Yeah, fair.
Yeah, like Pokemon able to run around, dodge, use their environment to their advantage.
Combine attacks, you know.
Because it's just stats otherwise. It's just all like, this stat beats that stat.
Yeah. Ah, see you, Doodles. Oh boy. Breath of the Wild 2, I really hope that we get to play as Zelda. Or a female Link. They won't give us a female Link. They'll want to use the same Link that they used in Breath of the Wild 1.
Yeah.
But give us a Zelda to play as. Please let us play as Zelda.
That would be amazing.
And please don't make her lame.
Oh. Well, Zelda isn't... I was going to say Zelda isn't lame in Breath of the Wild, but
I'm not
she's
saying
not.
character-wise. I'm saying in terms of the way that you have to play her.
Oh, right, yeah.
You know, don't make it so that she can't pick up a sword.
Oh, yeah.
Or a certain type of weapon. You know, don't make her animations, like, overly, like, stereotypically feminine. Or, like, her dialogue options dull. Or her quest options dull. Like...
Nah, they wouldn't do that.
Wouldn't they? Really?
No. I hope not.
I haven't played Breath of the Wild through yet, so I'm speaking from a place of having not seen Breath of the Wild Zelda really yet.
I mean, if she's the only character, they wouldn't do that. If she's one of the characters you can play as, that's a little like because they want to have. If they were going to, yeah.
I'd love it if she was the only character you could play as, but I don't know if they would be brave enough to do that. I feel like they would fear a certain subset of the fandom being annoyed at having to be Zelda instead of Link. Yeah, that's true. Fat Cat Garbage says that Nintendo won't learn because Pokemon games keep, like, breaking bank for them. Yeah, it would be like another Metal Gear Solid 2. People were getting so mad at having to play as Raiden. Yeah, it's true. You know, but I hope they're brave enough to do it anyway, because it would mean a lot. Like, in more terms than just, like, being able to dedicate her the time she deserves as a character, it would mean a lot to another subset of the fandom.
Yeah.
To be like seen as equally valuable.
I didn't think it'd be cool to explore the possibilities of her. Like, she got magic powers, yo. Like,
yes, you do.
I want to play.
I want to have
using those.
Yeah, I want to have magic in one hand and a sword in the other, please.
I was saying to India how cool it would be if she could like fire an arrow and teleport to where it lands, or something like that.
Or cast fire on an arrow to make a fire arrow.
Yeah. I've got that in my head now.
The Zelda fandom is very different from the Pew Pew Bang Bang fandom. Yeah, I think there's still like a subset of people there that would be frustrated at having to play a female character. Unfortunately, I think that's kind of something that feels almost universal to gaming.
I feel like the person who made that rig of Zelda and shared it, and everyone animating with that, has shown how cool, like how cool it could be, or not how cool it could be, how cool it just is.
Yeah, I kind of want to do an animation with Zelda where she doesn't have to like look cute though, because predominantly the animations I see being made with her rig are all about like how cute and peppy she is, and not really about how cool and badass she is.
Oh, all of the videos I've seen is her being badass with like flips and like sword wielding and magic and all sorts.
She always does like a cute cheeky little wink at the camera though, or an anime head tilt at the beginning.
Oh.
And like flips are always very like, you know, the girl flip that you get
with the legs pointed and the toes pointed thing.
Yeah, like
Gotcha.
the whole like women fight with kicks, whereas men fight with punches thing that you see prevalent in computer games. Like a more feminine way to fight where you're twisting around and doing gymnastic-y stuff. And you're very graceful. And I just want to see her be like a cool monster, like Link, where she doesn't have to wink at the camera or be cute. She can just
Did
like
you say
be
a cool monster?
Yeah. Like, I want her to use her sword in a way you would use a sword.
Gotcha.
You know?
Yeah, I think
rather than having to be graceful.
I think that would be great.
And pretty all the time.
Zelda fighting Gerudo style. I mean, if it's really cool.
Zelda bullet bill. I don't know the context for that, but I love that.
I think what's really cool is in Smash you can play as Sheik, and you never really see Sheik fight in Ocarina of Time, but they've developed this entire moveset for Sheik in Smash, which is all like ninja based and quick movements and stuff, and it's really cool.
Yeah.
And that's Zelda, yo.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry
I like
spoilers,
Sheik. Sheik is great.
Yeah.
More Sheik, please.
Like it's like they can throw out like very thin piano wire-esque thing with an explosion on the end, and then it has like a kind of implosion thing where it like sucks you in and explodes.
Yeah. Oh
Or
man.
like really fast shurikens. Their run cycle is like
Ninja.
really low to the ground and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Like, I really like Sheik. I think that's awesome. I wish they would do more with them. You know?
Yeah.
Fat Cat says, not trying to tell you how to feel or anything, but do you really think being a female is a problem considering Aloy, Lara, Ellie? Well, I haven't ever played as Ellie. I've never seen that. I've never like played through that game. So what I'm talking about is more like the general stereotyping. Like, there are always going to be exceptions to it, which is good. But in general, these are problems that I've seen prevalent in the industry. In terms of Lara, like what I remember of Lara is a focus being on her big boobs and butt, and the kind of codes you could get for the game being like, see Lara naked. So it's hard for me to see her as any kind of strong character. Like, from what
that's a good example of what it was, but then over time has been reimagined, redeveloped.
Because what I've heard of the recent games of Lara is that it's almost like torture porn.
Oh.
You know?
Well, I think they lent into the survival aspect of it.
Yeah, and I think I was put off from the first game with Ellie because it was basically you were playing a dude protecting her the entire time. Which is like another trope that I'm not super into. It just always feels like they're kind of written through the male gaze, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. I think there was a big thing about one of the kind of Tomb Raider, like the new, what I consider like the new generation Tomb Raider games was predominantly written by Terry Pratchett's daughter, Rihanna.
Yeah.
I think there was a big thing about, you know, female writer writing for female character thing at the time.
That's cool. The thing is, though, just because a writer is female doesn't necessarily mean that they're not also, like, indoctrinated into the mindset that's been prevalent in the industry for years and years. It means they're much less likely to be because they've been on the receiving end of the unpleasant aspects of it.
Well, is there not like is there not an instance where like Lara is like someone tries to rape her?
Of course they do. They always do.
And it's like, I don't think you need to go that far.
No, you never do. Like, that's yeah.
Because you imagine like Nathan Drake, someone tries to rape him in
every single game.
And it's just like,
and you're like,
you'd be like, wait, what?
Yeah.
That's the reaction. It's like, that should be the same reaction.
Yeah, it sucks. That happens to too many female characters because that's like what people think trauma is for a female. They don't realize that we can have the same traumas as dudes as well, that we don't have to be limited to the whole rape scenario, especially not when it's like sometimes framed as weirdly sexy to watch. Like in the new Resident Evil game, there's a bit where you're playing as Jill and like the like horrible mutated tentacle goes down your throat and it like spends a bit too long on the shot. And you're like, come on now. Can you like not sexualize this character for 2 minutes?
There's also the trope of female character has gone through something violent, so they need to shower afterwards to get the blood off, and then it's just like those lingering shots of them in the shower, and you're just like,
there's just any excuse to get a female character into the shower. It doesn't even have to be like a traumatic experience. It can just be anything. Just get that female character into the shower immediately. I don't think it's right to like respond by sexualizing men, but I do really appreciate like, that's one of the things I really like about Metal Gear is it feels like the dudes are just as sexualized as the women. It kind of feels like even ground.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a bit ridiculous with the girls, to be fair, but like the ass on the main character all the way through Metal Gear Solid 5. It's like...
People are saying Snake's butt.
Yeah, you can see right up Snake's butt.
There's a section in, I think Metal Gear Solid 2? Where Raiden is stripped naked and he has to like run through, toward the later part of the game. But you have to run through while holding your junk.
Yeah, and like I said, that's not like, I'm not saying it's good to do that to dudes as well, but it is nice to see kind of the even playing field in terms of that. It means that when they do really sexual stuff with the females in that franchise, I take it with a pinch of salt because I know it's not just because they're female. It's because it's Metal Gear. Right. And that's kind of what you expect from the game. It doesn't feel like people are being treated differently because of their gender as much, you know? Naked cartwheels. Woo! Raiden is so naked. I haven't played the Metal Gear Solid games, so I wasn't aware of that. That's great.
You haven't played Metal Gear Solid games?
No, I've missed out on a ton of PlayStation games because I only ever had Sega consoles growing up.
Oh man, I've played a bunch of them. 2 is the only one that I played all the way through. Yeah. I have not completed any of the other Metal Gear games. And playing only 2 is a weird experience.
Is it?
Yeah. Like, well, 1, it shows you characters from other games, like Ocelot, and I'm just like, who?
Ocelot.
Who that? I feel like we need to do... There's so many classic game series that we just have never experienced that I would really enjoy experiencing with you.
Yeah, likewise. Metal Gear! Like, I've seen Metal Gear Solid 5 because my old flatmates played it. So I got to kind of see that.
5?
Yeah.
When did that come out?
V means 5, right?
Think so.
I'm not getting that confused with 4.
I think it might be because I think 5 came out when I knew you. And I haven't played it.
Well, it must be 4 then. I must be thinking of 4.
Yeah.
So replace anything I said about 5 with 4. Essentially. I think numbers good.
Was it the one where it's like Old Man Snake?
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 I think then.
I love how ridiculous those games are. It's like, it really is like playing an anime.
Okay, I don't... trying to think of any other animation things that I need to do for the piggu.
Well, what's the gameplay gonna be?
What's the gameplay gonna be?
Yeah, because the gameplay is gonna dictate which animations you need, right?
Yeah. Well, the piggu's gonna have to stand, walk, run, which I've got, I think.
Are you gonna need like a victory thing?
A victory thing. Ooh.
Oh no. Because you can get away without one.
I think in the first pass, probably without one.
You've got hit give, hit receive, you've got dash, you've got
I don't have a different one for the piggu dashing.
You might not need one, you might be able to do it with...
like particle effects or something.
Yeah, I think what would be best maybe is for you just to start programming the game.
Yeah.
And use placeholders. And then you'll get like a pretty comprehensive list pretty fast of stuff that you need.
Okay.
Me being all sensible.
Yeah.
I have to organise my thoughts because I'm a really disorganised person, so...
Okay, let's open up Unity then. Unity Hub.
Ola says, I saw a movie yesterday with Mads Mikkelsen and he had an eye patch and totally looked like Snake. Cool.
Have you ever heard of the priority system called Moscow? I have not. What is that an acronym for?
Also, have you guys ever seen Escape from New York? Because Snake is literally in that.
Yeah.
I think the people who invented Metal Gear must have watched that and been like, we like this character.
Straight up, yes. Straight up, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's called Snake.
Yes.
He has an eye patch.
Yes.
And he looks like Snake.
Yes.
And he has the personality of Snake. So
It stands for must have, should have, could have, would have. Oh. Why is it? Oh, so it's like MSCW Moscow. Gotcha.
that's interesting.
So you say everything that you could possibly think of, and then you put them into categories of
High priority.
definitely must have, probably should have, could have that, and stuff that would be good but isn't there.
That's cool.
I like that.
That's a pretty cool system. I like that. Yeah, Ben Powell. I also make a lot of lists.
Do you know what? I'm gonna so my Trello for this project.
Show us the Trello.
Show you the Trello.
As someone who is very disorganized and doesn't have a very good memory, though, lists are kind of saving grace. You know, lists are such a big.
I'm gonna add things. Like I've got a left hand thing for ideas, but I'm gonna add all those categories. Should have. Must have.
Your sticky notes save your
Should
life.
have.
Yes.
Would have. Cool. And then YouTuber character skins is a could have.
Yeah, that's the least priority thing. That's the, you know, when the game is done and functional, if you still have energy and will, then
15-second replay camera is a
that's the same.
could have. What? Must have.
It's not a must-have.
Piggy bank is a should have. Melon ball is a could have.
Yeah, these are all
Piggy
low
handling
priority.
must have. Piggy armor is a should have. Adding cannons to a piggu. Should have. Light and heavy attacks while on piggu. Must have. This is cool because it makes me be like, I definitely need to do these.
Mm-hmm. It's an awesome suggestion.
Okay, light and heavy attacks is a should have then. Gameplay controls. Must have.
Yeah, that's true. That's the truth.
Fire my piggu cannon is a could have. Secondary trap attacks is a should have. Facial expressions should have. Cool.
Chromail! Ow! Hit my arm. It's from Verti. Verti says, "Ho ho! It's been a while since I last delivered mail. Caw! Where I learned to write, I'll never tell. And I must away! Ah! Thank you for the chromail, Verti. Control spiel optional. Yeah. I keep trying to use my shortcuts that I have in Storyboard Pro in Harmony, and they are not the same. Like the skip from forward a panel or backwards a panel isn't the same as forward a frame, back a frame. And it keeps screwing me up.
What? We both have squats.
Oh man!
I will try, but I have a real sore back, so they might be really lame squats.
He does have a sore back. I can confirm that he's not just saying that. He was groaning all of yesterday, wandering around the apartment like an invalid.
This is what, like,
Yeah. I was like, when you're old and incontinent, this is what life is going to be like for me. Escorting you to the bathroom while you groan. I did escort you to the bathroom.
Just walked in my way.
I helped you.
You didn't need to.
I did need to. You're groaning. He says he can do squats. He's squatting behind me. I do have squats too. I'm waiting for you to finish yours so I can go into that space. Nice job. Here I go. Doig is senile. Confirmed. One.
3, 4. I'm not senile.
You are senile.
No.
Thank you for the squats. Oh, Bertie says I'm going back to the chiropractor and it's already doing great for me.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, we should maybe go to a chiropractor. Dreams. Dreams and goals.
My brother is studying to be one.
I wouldn't trust your brother to do it though.
Why?
I feel like he might try and murder me. I feel like you two might be in cahoots. And you'd be like, brother of mine.
Are you saying I've been playing the long game?
Yeah. I'm always worried that you've been playing the long game.
I'll get with this girl and then I'll set up her life situation so that she's constantly overworking herself and like leaning over her tablet for long periods of the day. And then I'll simultaneously encourage my brother to study chiropractic and practicing or whatever it is.
When did your brother start studying?
Like a year or 2 years ago.
You see, that's the thing. Is I don't think you got into this relationship being like, I'm going to play the long game. I think you got into this relationship and then you were like, oh no, she's terrible. And I can't escape.
I'll just destroy her physically.
You know what? I'm going to make a plan with my brother.
Yeah, I'll get her. Why do you think I would try to get you
I
to
feel
get...
like Karma's going to come back and like bite me in the butt for being such a pain to you all the time.
India flicked me on the neck. And I was like, I really don't appreciate that. And she just laughed.
I'm sorry.
Did it again.
I didn't do it again. I just laughed.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't. I did not flick you on the neck again.
You flicked me again somewhere.
You flicked me.
Yeah.
It may have been in retaliation, but you still did it. You sank to my level. I accomplished my mission.
Wait, why are you importing stuff? No.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like going to do something about our backs would be amazing. I've never done it before. But I think in terms of our finances, that's on the want pile, not the need pile, if you were to prioritize.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, by the way, Kurzik. Like, it... Yeah.
It helps.
It does, because it means I have to get through all of these first. Then I get to do these. Then I get to do these.
Mm-hmm. And what's more, you'll learn through doing the other stuff, like what would be best and whether there's anything that you maybe should rethink about that list.
Yeah. Joust level design. Must have.
Get a raise and lowering table. Oh, I've got a standing desk. Yeah, I have one of those. It's good. At the minute, Mike's using it because I've forgotten why. We had reasons for switching, but I can't remember what they are. Do you remember, Mike?
What?
Our reasons for switching desks?
The reason that we switched desks is because you couldn't get close to your tablet comfortably.
Right, yeah, and you've also wanted more space.
Yeah.
So it seemed like a good solution to those because my desk is bigger and Mike's desk has like a bite out of it for you to sit in.
Yeah, it's a corner desk. So you are able to get close to your tablet. Because otherwise there was like a horizontal space where you'd have your keyboard, and then it was up on a box, and then it was. I think also this desk is higher than your desk used to be.
Yeah, and because I'm looking at a Cintiq, like to straighten my neck, I kind of want a bit of a higher.
Is this opened yet?
Posture exercises. That's a good shout, for sure. I did a couple the other day and they like laid me out.
I think it's still opening, or at least that.
A single petal. I just woke up, got my grunt pins and went back to bed. You were like, day done. Achieved. Success.
So I think the first thing that I should do is set up a scene where I can take a character, maybe the piggu, and move the piggu around.
Yes. The piggu makes sense because that'll be what you're controlling basically, right? That will essentially be your character until you get knocked off.
Yeah.
And what are the conditions for you getting knocked off?
The conditions are getting knocked off.
Mm-hmm.
Being jousted.
Don't like it?
Oh.
It's okay. I'm here to provide. I'm here to provide a.
Oh, okay.
A
Being knocked
opinion.
off. Being knocked off is like maybe
Too frequent.
Maybe if there's an explosion near you, you get knocked off.
And what would cause an explosion near you?
Cannon bomb.
And what would be the source of a cannon bomb?
Cannons.
Yeah, and are the cannons something that the other player is deliberately using against you, or are they a hazard on the stage?
I think both. Potentially both. I think it might be cool for you to be able to throw bombs or traps and stuff, but that's more advanced.
So the issue with being thrown off your pig is that it's frustrating because in order to continue playing the game and score points, you have to run back to your pig and get back on it before you can continue playing.
Yeah.
So if you have that happen every single time they get hit,
yeah,
it's just going to be really frustrating for the player. It would be like in Smash Bros. If every time you got hit, your character fell down onto the ground and took 5 seconds to get up.
That depends on whether you have them unable to control the character, like ragdolling for 5 seconds, and it probably wouldn't do that. It'd
Okay,
probably
well,
ragdoll them and then have them recover.
Well, then it would be like in Smash Bros. Every time you got hit, you got sent like 20 feet, 30 feet away from the other player and had to run back to them.
That sometimes happens, although it's usually up into the air.
And is it frustrating? Imagine if that was the entire gameplay experience every time.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Like, you don't want being juggled to be the game. You want it to be like a consequence of skilled play that you feel like you have to fight against and avoid.
Yeah, you should be able to score points without one person then not being able to play for 5 seconds while they get back on their pig. You know?
I mean, it depends on how much gameplay and strategy is involved when you're off the pig as much as when you're on the pig.
Yeah, it does. But then what kind of game are you making? Are you making a game where the game loop is every time you joust someone you get a point and it's first to 10 points?
Mm-hmm.
And you can only joust on pigs?
Yeah.
Therefore, the game loop is all about being on the pig. So you would have to like change the core loop to make being off your pig relevant.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Darkvolt, the loot scoring thing, I have a game mode in mind called Piggu Bank, where the aim of that, so it's not always going to be like scoring 10 points to win, potentially. Like
sometimes it's going to be money to win.
Yeah, like you collect gold, and the more gold you collect is stored in your Piggu, and when you get jousted, you lose a bunch of your gold, and you have to recollect it. And can
you collect it on your pig?
Yeah.
Then why would you ever need to get off your pig?
You wouldn't necessarily. I'm just talking about the loot thing.
Okay, gotcha.
Pay
I
to
thought
win.
you were saying that it would make more sense to be off your pig in that mode.
No. I was just responding to the collect loot to score points Darkvolt comment.
Fair.
So when can we pre-order? All the time, every time, all times.
I guess when there's a game.
How does the jousting action itself work? You could throw the weapon they have at the other player.
I think at the minute, in terms of the jousting, it's just hit one button, right? And the joust happens, and you can joust from standing or you can joust from running.
Yeah. Currently, yeah. Could your piggu get claimed by another player to deposit the loot to their deposit? I'd thought about that, or whether there could be like a dumping chest, and it's like a kind of team scoring thing, but you might just be a team of one. But there's the risk reward of still being out on the field collecting gold, making you kind of a more like a more tempting target. Yo, Violet Abargus, thanks
Why
for
is that a risk
follow.
if being a target doesn't actually like lose you anything?
Because if they joust you, you lose some of your gold and they steal it.
Oh, they automatically steal it. They
Not
don't need to,
automatically,
collect
but
it.
like I'm thinking that it'll go like psh, out, like Sonic.
Mhm.
You'll lose your
Like
rings,
rings.
and they can collect your rings. That's the idea anyway.
Right.
I was also playing with the idea that the more gold you have, the slower you are, because you're carrying more.
That's fun.
So that like people who have less gold have an advantage over you.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. It's a nice balancing mechanic.
Yeah, so it's not like if you have a really skilled player, they are guaranteed to win because they can just, you know, outjoust you. See, there's a lot of like cool nuanced things. I thought there could be a cool like at end of the round achieve thing where it's like stealing someone's pig could be part of like just a fun aside, or it could be a win mechanic for a particular kind of like a piggu rustling mode.
That's the thing though, is if you're saying it would be fun to steal people's pigs, then you're implying more than one pig. So that's just stuff that you have to like
Consider.
figure out in terms of what the game loop's going to be for that mode. Is it like there's a bunch of pigs, each with different amounts of gold, and you're like running into the arena and trying to like steal them? Is it that every person starts with 3 pigs
Yeah.
that they can like take out? Is it, you know, that you will both have 1 pig and it's more just like a traditional joust except there's money involved instead? Like,
it could be a case like stealing the pig is like an action, like a joust action. Like when you have been jousted, it counts as a thing. If you have a mechanic where the players can steal one another's pigs, then the theft is like in that moment rather than stolen keep kind of thing. I don't know.
I'm not sure I understand, but I will when you start making it. So
yeah, some of this you just can't talk out and you need to put the game in your hands to find what feels good.
yeah,
Yeah. Can you pet the piggu? Not currently, no.
you should be able to though.
You want to be able to pet the piggu?
Well, I mean, have you seen that account? Can you
Yeah.
pet the dog?
Yeah.
You want to be on the good side of that account.
Is that the test of a true game?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, wait a minute. Let's put it on the trailer. Must have pet the piggu. There you go.
Can you remind the pig he's important and a good boy? It's really cute.
Okay, Unity opened. Awesome.
We have to call the stream now.
Are you shitting me?
I'm
No.
not shitting you. It's 1:30. We've been going for an hour and a half.
Oh, but I was gonna start trying to do character control stuff.
I know, but I need to do stuff. I'm sorry. I need to do work.
Okay. So this is my joust arena currently. My piggu. To be honest, I have to go and I'm gonna try and implement a character controller that's based on the one by Minions Art, because I recently became a patron of them and I wanted to see what their character controller was like.
Cool.
Although there was a certain trundliness to the way that my friend implemented piggu running before that I want to recapture and retain. Like, it may be a case that I would just reuse, we'll see.
Trundliness is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sort of like you're 85% in control, 50% haphazardness was made it joyous and fun to attempt to maneuver. But I think I would want the character control, like the kitty character controller, to be tighter, more like the kind of less that you'll fall over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You could imagine dual analog sticks working well for this, with the right stick being the swinging of the lance. That could be cool.
At the minute you're thinking that it would just be like a straight charge forward.
Yeah.
Like a traditional joust, where the strategy is in lining up with one another and then hitting the button at the right time, right?
That's what I have in mind, yeah. Because I think the turning circle of the pig, I want to have come into play. Like, I want to have it so that if you're dashing, you can turn. Your turning circle is wider.
Mm-hmm.
So you
That's
get the
control.
advantage. Yeah, you get the advantage of catching up with someone, but they can out corner you if they're going a little bit slower. I think if you added a thing where you can sort of aim with the right analog stick, then you don't have that lining up thing to worry about. Unless it's sort of like maybe an arc of like 30 degrees in front of you or something, rather than it being like 180 degrees or whatever.
Okay, Mike, wrap up. We gotta go.
Okay, we got to go. Thanks for joining us today. We'll be back on Monday.
Monday. Wish Doig luck for this weekend. He is trying to finish off a huge project. And you might then be taking some time off.
Yeah.
Which would be amazing.
Yeah, I'll probably work on piggu joust.
At which point there'll probably be more streams.
Yeah, that's the hope.
So we're excited.
Thank you, Kurzik. I like that you guys are all like, oh, this game has like like you're all brainstorming on it.
You guys will be the people we asked to play it,
Yes.
to test stuff out, so we appreciate it.
Inka Pink says, why does India always have to be the voice of reason? You think it would be me, but it's not.
I wish I didn't have to be the voice of reason, because I feel like the craziness inside just wants to claw its way out. But I have to be responsible when it comes to like doing work and such, and like making sure I deliver to clients. I have to like hold myself accountable for that. Much as I want to like run into the hills and play Smash or something.
Over the hills and far away, Swifty wants to play all day.
Yeah, I do love what I'm doing though at work at the minute, so it's not like no one feel bad for me because I'm having a blast.
We raided Tim. Tim Remmers is a really cool artist and game dev, and he's just really cool. He's probably going to be working on some sort of model. It looks like a 3D Rudolph the Red-Nosed Dragon.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Model at the moment.
Amazing.
So, yeah, let's do that.
Splendiferous.
Splendiferous. Yeah, indeed.
Because like, oh my gosh, Doig, you know Nightwish.
Yes. I also know, what was it? Is Gary over the hills?
Over the hills and far away, I know you will return.
Gary
someday.
Moore. Yeah, I know the original version as well.
Mm-hmm. But also, yes, Nightwish. Dark chest of wonders.
Wait, did you not know that, like, we do Nightwish? Ever dreamed a dream of me, India?
All the time, Doigle.
Oh. I'm gonna have to listen to some of that today now.
I wish I had an angel for one moment of love.
I wish I had an angel.
Your words are never enough.
I don't know the lyrics. Shit.
That's
yeah.
okay. That's the one they always used to play on the Grumps. Like, not that song, but Nightwish. The Did
they play that on drums?
Yeah.
Yeah. You were supposed to go to their concert this week.
Oh my gosh. Oh no, Kara, I'm so sorry.
We'll talk more Nightwish another day.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh no, we must
I hope
away.
I hope they do a digital concert sometime. That'd be rad.
What vocalist are they on now? I think.
Is it a different vocalist?
Oh,
that?
yeah. There's been a couple since Tarja.
Oh man,
Tarja.
she's so good.
How do you say her name?
I don't know.
I've never said it out loud.
I only know the music. I don't know the band members' names or
okay.
anything. You're asking the wrong person.
Oh, there's a search feature in Raid channel now. That's fun. I think there's always been one, but it looks like it gives me more than just people I know. Oh, we could do such randomness with that. Bird. Birdily, birds and squirrels, bird cam, bird box, Zimmerman. Oh man. I like that it has a whole bunch of bird stuff, and then afterwards like, yeah, they're not really. They give me a bunch of.
Alright, choose! I have to go!
Dude, I searched bird and we came up in the search.
Oh, heck yeah. It knows.
I think because I've got Bear and Bird Animation Breakfast Club.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, I guess so. We got to go. Okay. Tim. Remmers. Equal. Start raid.
Everyone have an awesome time at Tim's stream!
It's raid Doig and Swift.
Nah, they're assholes. I hate them.
I mean, I have a
They're
bit
so
of
pretentious.
malice towards one of them.
I heard that you'd got your brother into like some kind of scheme against one of them. Where,
Yeah, I'm
gonna
playing the
learn.
long game. It's such strats. You don't even know. Alright, we have to go away now. But we like that you came by. And thank you for keeping us company.
Yeah.
And helping us be better versions of ourselves.
Have an amazing weekend
Yeah, that. And may the rest
of your day
review
with
adventure.
adventure.
Oh, we have raid commands now. They don't work. Cool. The sub-raid one didn't work. I'm so sad.
They don't work. Cool.
Quiet you.
One day.
I'll have an angel. Are we sure Tim's still streaming? I thought so. Oh, he's not. He's not. He's not.
Wait, isn't he?
He's.
Oh, now hosting Sam Santala.
Oh.
Oh no.
Well, we raid Sam Saltana then.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh no.
Oh, okay.